Hello and welcome to another edition of On the Ice, brought to you by Case Financial Group and Pembina, Source for Sports. Today marks the beginning of week 2, but the day after the end of week 1 for the Winnipeg Rec Hockey League that is taking over the Rink Training Center, Bell MTS Iceplex, as well as Seven Oaks Arena. We saw some and heard of some amazing hockey, and Rec League is strong and healthy here in Winnipeg. We are going to bring on Rob Barnsley, who is going to let us know how he felt with his legs as not only an official on the ice, but also as one of the organizers, and letting us know how well week went for the WRHL here in Winnipeg. Great to see hockey. Great to see the adults taking over and enjoying some of the rink and the facilities. And we'll talk about the amenities that are now starting to open up as well in some of these rinks. This is On the Ice on ASTV. Welcoming me today on the ice is Rob Barnsley, as mentioned, Winnipeg Rec Hockey League. Rob, first and foremost, have you used ice packs any more in the last week than you have in the last 10 years of your life?
You know, surprisingly, after 3 months since February 16th of not skating, I think I fared all right. You know, a lot of guys were all in the same situation. Last week when we talked prior to the kickoff, we all said that we'd be in the same starting line, which was pretty much par for the course. Guys were a little sore, I'm sure. Guys went hard out of the gate, and the play tended to go down as the third period came around. But all in all, it was a great first week. Great group of referees, great group of timekeepers, and I can't say enough about the Winnipeg hockey community. We have 50 teams, men's, and we also have 4 women's teams that have started, and they're really enjoying themselves.
That sounds like great news. So let's have a quick little recap on the return to play, Rob, how it was received, and moving through the week, you know, not the negatives, but the positives of seeing players, male and female, come back to the rinks.
I think the big positive was there was a lot of unknowns of how long it would take to get into the rink, how long we were given to dress, and so forth. And what we found it over the last week here, some of the restrictions have actually eased a little bit. The 15 minutes to dress beforehand was more than enough time for some guys to do that. Doing the pre-screen before they went into Bell MTS Iceplex was good. The rink has been fantastic doing their screening. Seven Oaks as well. It's really moved very easily getting into the facility. And then when in the facility, they're doing a fantastic job keeping it clean, organized, and very well run. And so safety is of the utmost importance, and we take it very seriously as well. But the players' responsibility is to play along and to make sure that they're good stewards and move along so we don't get canceled and so forth. And they've all done a great job. So hats off to the players. We're going to continue again tonight into second week, and they've done a great job all around.
So the facilities are doing their part, the players are doing their part, the timekeepers, officials doing their part. It seems like everybody is just excited to see hockey come back, and they want to put their best foot forward and their best interest in mention so that this continues and grows positively.
Well, I've said it from the start. Our product we consider to be a premium product, and part of that is not only our league and who runs it and how we run it, but it's also a big component is who's part of it, and that's the players and the timekeepers and the referees. And a big part of that community is getting together afterwards and having a pint or having a pop or whatever. And Bell MTS Iceplex has the press box, which has become our de facto clubhouse. And I've told all the players, get up there, have a great time, get to mingle, talk to each other. And I've talked to teams. I'm at the rink every night meeting everybody. And that's the culture we're trying to build, is not just the fact that I take your money, run the league, give you trophies. It's way more than that. It's coming to the rink for the experience and just hanging out. And the game sometimes is secondary too for some people.
So the press box upstairs at Bell MTS Iceplex is open, of course. Getting the players up there is something we want to strive to create that, you know, that full round experience, so they're not being pressured to move out of the facility as soon as they're done their game.
No, and that's the great thing about it is although we are constrained with the amount of time in the dressing room, 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after at the Bell NTS Iceplex, we do have the bar upstairs. And the great thing is there's a storage area for everybody's bags. So when you walk upstairs, just take your bags up. You can leave your bags and everything in that area. And then you can go into the bar, and the bar is open until I believe 12:30. And the staff is fantastic. They're starting to know everybody's team names. We will have some promotions up there as well, but you don't have to rush out and get out of the building is what I'm saying. Other facilities don't have that, but the MTS Iceplex is fantastic in that way. And then you can hang out and watch another game in your own division on one of the ice facilities as well.
Do a little scouting is what you're calling it, right?
Sure, exactly, yeah.
Right on. Rob, as an official, what did you notice on the ice in terms of the play? And I'm going to ask that same question to you right now. What did you notice about the play as one of the organizers? What were the positives that you saw, as an official and then as an organizer?
Well, I think the big thing is the spirit of the game and there was the competitiveness for sure, but I saw a great thing last night in the ladies game. And last night we started our ladies division, which is awesome, but lady fell down, lost her stick. Instead of the lady skating away, she, passed the stick back to her and didn't pay attention to the game, just made sure she was okay to go. In one of the games I reffed, a guy wiped out, and a couple of guys wanted to make sure he was all right. And it's to be understandable. Guys haven't been on the ice, or girls haven't been on the ice for 3 months. Legs might be shaky. The play was good. Just the spirit of the game. A lot of guys really enjoy the 3 15-minute periods. They love the extra time, and that's what we're all about, is not only creating that culture, but also creating more time on the ice and a better premier hockey experience. So 3 15-minute as opposed to standard 3 12s. That's a big difference. 9 minutes, 30% more hockey. So the guys really like that. The icing, which we've talked about before, on the blue line as opposed to red line, it really spreads out the ice. Everybody from Div 1 all the way down to Div 8, Div 9, they all loved it. They thought it was so cool. Didn't chop up with a lot of icing calls. We got a couple other little rules here and there that they picked up, no problem at all. And then we're off to the races.
Perfect. So as we mentioned, week 1, 0 infraction week, we'll call it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty impressed.
Knock on
wood, right?
Yeah.
Before we started, you said there was 0 major infractions. I'm not going to say we see the same thing in week 2, but I'm going to see a competitive edge in some of these players now that they're back in the swing of things. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. It's rec hockey. Things kind of in rec hockey and beer league hockey, they always know about things get out of control. We run a very tight ship when it comes to that. We had our managers meeting where we made it very clear about how we deal with teams and players that are like that. And so I'm fully expecting nothing else to happen. Things we'll deal with it. We just want people to play safe and have a fun time. So, we'll leave it at that.
Have all the teams been able to get on the ice in week 1?
Pretty close. We had some late registrations. Those are going to start at the end of the month, beginning of July. I think in this next 2-3 days here, everybody will have played at least 1 to 2 games. And we're starting our second batch of scheduling for our second round, where we will, for people that are watching this that are playing in the league and people that are thinking of playing in our league, we do take that serious on how we balance out the divisions. So we are doing a realignment, and we'll have an additional division added to the alignment as well. We want to make it fair because there were some blowouts. We had some very large spreads, but we also have some other ones that are very close. So that's what we want. We want 6 4s, 4 3s, 7 5s, that type of thing. We don't want a 14-1. And teams are very understanding in the first week that we're working through all the different teams, and that's so we'll see closer games in the second part here.
Right on. We'll be right back with Rob Barnsley. We're going to talk about week 1. That we finished with week 1. Now we're going to talk about week 2 moving forward, as well as it's never too early to think about winter session, not snow, but winter session. Stay with us here on the ice.
Hi, I'm Nettie Weiss from Metal Master. You had an accident? Sometimes they're embarrassing, but they're always inconvenient. We have an incredible staff to take care of you. We have platinum certified techs in 4 different categories. We are certified as a gold class accredited shop. If you've made a claim already, perfect. Call us with your claim number. If you need a claim opened, give us a call. We'll walk you through it. Sometimes you can get a little nervous dealing with NPI. We'll help you. From Metal Master Auto Body, straighten it out.
Back with Rob Barnsley here on the Winnipeg Rec Hockey League. So week 1 is in the books, 0 infraction week. We've named it. How were the flows?
Actually, now that you mention it, nobody really stepped forward and put their name forward. But man, there was a couple of classic Ron Duguay moments in my first night, and I went up to one guy and I said, "Man, that's some really good hair." And he goes, "Oh, that's just my regular hair." It's flowing. And of course, I brought up Ron Duguay, and he had no clue who I was talking about. So I'm officially old. Yeah.
I mean, I get looks when I mention Sergei Fedorov flying down the wing, and they look at me like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "You don't even know." Like, I mean, we go back to the day where the helmets weren't even a choice. I mean, the McTavish, the Carlisle, the Ron Duguay was a gem. Was it Rob Langway from the Capitals? He didn't wear a mask for a while. I mean, those are some classic dudes. I mean,
yeah.
Now that hairstylists are on, maybe we'll give them a bit of a break too. We'll see. Shout out to all the hairstylists, and the boys need to fix their mullets under the buckets, but who knows? Week 2 is now started. Most of the teams are on the ice. What did you enjoy seeing from the male game and the female game the most over the last couple of days?
Well, I've said it before, the excitement, the pent up want to get back on the ice and just really, have a good time. The competitive nature, but also the sportsmanship as well. So I'm just really excited that people are embracing the product and embracing the way we do things. And, I didn't have one bad comment at all, and it's great. And I'm upfront about it. If I hear something, a comment, we take it seriously, we deal with things and so forth. But all in all, I would say everybody just enjoyed the first week. Yeah.
That's great. Let's talk about the rest of the season. But you said 14 to 16 games before we get into playoffs, correct?
That's right.
Okay, and then we got to start thinking about winter, not the snow weather winter, but registration for winter. And those descriptions are going to be coming from you fairly shortly. But you already have teams interested in getting ready for that winter-fall season. Tell us how about what you've got on your plate right now, and what's going to still be happening in the coming weeks to make sure registration will be starting soon.
Well, we've made a major commitment to all of our ice partners, so we will be playing again at the rink, the Bella MTS Iceplex. They'll be putting in their 4th sheet of ice shortly, and then we also have Seven Oaks. So we have 7 of the most premier hockey facilities, bar none, in the entire city to play on. We are releasing our winter information in the next 2 to 3 weeks here. We like to get a jump on all of our markets to lead the way. We don't wait for other people. And then basically you're going to get a choice of how many games you want to play. Everybody makes the playoffs. So we want to give more to the customer overall, but keep in mind, you are playing more hockey as well. So when you take a look at the different packages in the marketplace, keep that in mind. If you're interested, please email me at rob@winnipegrechockeyleague.com, and I'll put you on the email list if you're not currently on it. I know we've got a lot of interest from players and teams in other leagues that want to come and play with us because there's a surety of ice. They know we have a lot of ice available to us, and they know and they've seen what's been going on. A lot of teams missed out actually on registering. The cutoff was noon on Saturday, so they're essentially waiting until winter comes, and we're going to start that in most likely the 2nd week of September because our playoffs end in summer at the end of August.
Perfect. So I mean, it's not a large waiting time. You can still practice your golf swing in July and August. I mean, it's just like a slap shot for most of us, but you definitely want to make sure you're organized and ready to be registered at least get a team in there for the second week of September, because you don't want to miss that boat 2 times in a row. Correct, Rob?
No, you don't. And we have some fantastic promotions for people that register. We've got a great, and I want to give a plug here. One of our major sponsors is Keener Jerseys here in the city. They've already saved multiple teams huge money when it comes to buying new jerseys. So first things first, if you're registered in the Winnipeg Rec Hockey League, please reach out to Keener Jerseys. Let them know that you're currently a team. When you register with us in the winter, you can go to them and also get a discount as well. But you have to be part of our league to get their white glove service. And they're just a great partner with us. And we're looking to build other partners. So if there's other people in the marketplace that want to work with us, we're more than welcome to talk to them. And please come forward and we can talk.
Sounds like a great idea. Rob, I want to thank you very much for joining me this fine, beautiful day. Happy Father's Day.
Oh, thanks. You too.
I don't know if it was a big day for you. It was a big day for me always, but I enjoyed the fact that we fathers finally got a little bit of, I almost want to say it was like the first opportunity for celebrations, because, I mean, we're always so, quiet and, protected of this pandemic, and we're really celebrating much. This is the kind of the first Hallmark or whatever holiday, along with other ones that are out there in the middle of June, that we've been able to celebrate. So it's been a nice one to enjoy.
Yeah, one last thing is always, all the years I've reffed, I've always enjoyed. I have 3 boys. I played some sports with them here and there, but I really enjoy reffing games and seeing fathers and sons get together and play. I think that's pretty cool. We have some partnerships like that in some of our teams this year, and it's great. Even for mothers and daughters in our women's league, we are trying to grow that side of the business as well. So we're an inclusive league, open to all players. I just want people to have fun. Send me an email, get information, get registered up. Let's just blow the doors off of it this winter.
No doubt, Rob. Any crazy individual sellies that went down this week, or?
Yeah. There's the swimmer. There's the flurry knee drop. There was the standard scoop and one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's pretty good ones.
Do you have any bow and arrow harpoon action going on?
Yep, I had 2 of those that I was watching one game. So maybe we should put GoPros on people's helmets and have the best celly. I don't know. It might be.
But refs can wear GoPros, could they not? Wouldn't that be a great little? Getting it the ref perspective celly cam. There, I just made you millions, Rob. There you go.
Copyright.
There was no Dave Tiger Williams riding the stick down center ice or anything like that. Shoot the ducks.
Again, you've dated both of us because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I think Ty Domi was the last one to do the ride the stick. The shoot the duck, I think, is from Howie Meeker days. I haven't seen a shoot the duck in a long time.
Yep.
But you talk about the Theo Fleury, and you talk about the new ones, like the handshakes, the hot sticks, all that stuff. A lot of fist pumping, I'm sure, as opposed to hugging cellies.
Yeah, with the lacking of hugging and celebrations and high fiving, you got to get a little creative. But all in all, we encourage that kind of stuff as long as it's within good taste and so forth. But guys are having fun, ladies are having fun, and ultimately that's why we did this.
Excellent. Rob, it sounds like it's been all aces, all positives. Week 2 starting tonight, and many more weeks to come. Rob, I want to thank you so much for bringing a different perspective and a quality product here to Winnipeg with the Winnipeg Rec Hockey League. I want to commend you and congratulate you on your current success and your future success here, and look forward to seeing and hearing some of these random GoPro shots, if they're going to come around, on Facebook. Of course, you'll have them up, and of course, all the stats and everything will be lined up. WinnipegRecHockeyLeague.com. If you need to reach out to Rob, it's Rob at WinnipegRecHockey.com. Find him on Facebook. Check out some of those pics, those sellies. I'd love to catch up. Rob, thank you again very much.
Thanks. We'll see you at the rink.
Absolutely. This has been Theo Tutkaluk with On the Ice ASTV. Thanks for watching. We'll check on you later on this week. Make sure you check out Coffee with Graham Tuesday and Thursday mornings, 10 a.m. Take care and have a great rest of the week. And again, happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Belated happy Father's Day. Take care.